Norwich, and let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. Love, like a yellow daffodil, is coming through the snow. Love, like a yellow daffodil, is Lord of all I know. Ring out, bells of Norwich, and let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. Sing for the yellow daffodil, the flower in the snow. Sing for the yellow daffodil and tell them what I know. Ring out, bells of Norwich, and let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. All shall be well, I'm telling you. Let the winter come and go. All shall be well again, I know. All shall be well again, I know.
Welcome to the Palouse Holiday Special, Homebound for the Holidays. We're so glad you could join us. You know, when I think about that word, home, it makes me feel good inside, right? It gives me good memories of cozy times on the couch and with family around the table playing games. And as I thought about that this season, as I prepared for this program, that got me thinking about how as we come together, even now online, it gives me a sense of being home, a sense of belonging, and of being loved. And the old Christmas song goes, "There's no place like home for the holidays," and that's true. And I'm so glad I could be home with you. We hope you enjoy this year's Palouse Christmas special, and we thank you for joining us.
Tall in the saddle, we spend Christmas Day driving the cattle over snow-covered plains. All of the good gifts given today. Ours is the sky and the wide open range. Back in the cities, they have different ways. Football and eggnog and Christmas parades. I'll take my saddle, I'll take the reins. It's Christmas for cowboys on the wide open plains. A campfire for warmth as we stopped for the night. The stars overhead are Christmas tree lights. The wind sings a hymn as we bow down to pray. It's Christmas for cowboys on the wide open plains. Tall in the saddle, we spend Christmas Day, driving the cattle over snow-covered plains. All of the good gifts given today, ours is the sky and the wide open range. It's Christmas for cowboys on the wide open plains. Happy holidays from my front yard.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style.
In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, giving smile after smile.
And on every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells.
It's Christmas time in the city.
Ring-a-ling,
Hear them sing, whoops ring, oh wow.
soon it will be Christmas Day.
Strings of street lights, even stoplights,
Blink of red, red and green.
As the shoppers rush home with their treasures.
Hear their snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene.
And above all the bustle, you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
we wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest, yes, the merriest. We wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest. You'll cheer. We wish you the happiest, the happiest, the happiest, yes, the happiest. We wish you the happiest, the happiest, the happiest New Year. May your tree be filled with happiness, happiness and friendliness for all. May your heart be filled with cheerfulness, happiness and cheerfulness for all. We wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest, yes, the merriest. We wish you the merriest, the merriest, the merriest. You'll cheer and the happiest New Year.
Happy holidays, Palouse party people! It's Jess Call Me, making you a holiday cocktail. This one's my favorite. It's called the Rattle Skull. And you're going to need a porter or stout of your choice. I prefer a stout. Cognac, a VSOP. It's a much smoother, sweeter variety. Appleton Estate Signature Jamaican Rum. 1 egg white. 1 fresh squeezed lime. Rich Demerara syrup. 1 cardamom pod and a fresh nutmeg pod. Now, take your porter, pop it open, pour it in your cup. And now add all of your other ingredients to a shaker with a little bit of ice. You're gonna take that delicious Maison Rouge Cognac VSOP, light and bright. Next is our Appleton Estate Jamaican Rum. Feel free to spill it wherever you like, too. Then we have our lime juice, freshly squeezed, and a rich Demerara syrup. Then we add our egg white. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Only for like 10 seconds. It's not a hard shake. Then pour it in and let it spill everywhere. Yeah. Put that fresh grated nutmeg, fresh grated cardamom. Watch your fingers and enjoy. Happy holidays.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3.
Deep in the Himalayan mountains, I heard an old story that goes around. A legend, a folktale, a fable. It travels from town to town. It's the parable, the terrible, abhorrible, deplorable, indomitable, abominable Yeti. They say that the Yeti is 14 feet tall and white as snow is white. They say that if you hear its howl, you won't sleep a wink that night. They say that it pillages the villages, and if it's gone, it'll always come back. They say it'll swallow your whole goat whole, and then it'll snack on your yak. It's the terrible, unbearable, abhorrible, deplorable, indomitable, abominable Yeti. It's the terrible, unbearable, abhorrible, deplorable, indomitable, abominable Yeti. It's a lovable, huggable, enjoyable, deployable, desirable, Yeti.
As it fell out on a high holiday, small rain from the sky did fall. Sweet Jesus asked of his own mother dear whether he might play at the ball. To play, dear child, she did say, it's time that you have been gone. And don't let me hear complaints about you at night when you do come home. Then our Savior walked down into yonder town, as far as the holy, holy well. And there he met 3 of the finest children that ever any tongue could tell. Good morn, good morn, good morn, said they. Good morning, then said he, and which of you 3 fine children will play at the ball with me? Oh, we are lords and ladies' sons, born in a Bowery hall, and you are but a maiden's child, born in an oxen stall. Now our Savior built a bridge of the beams of the sun, and over the water ran he, And the 3 jolly children, they followed after him, and drowned they were all 3. Then upward ball and downward ball, their mothers they did wall and squall, crying, Mary, mild, fetch home your child, 4 hours they are drowned all. Then Mary, mild, picked a handful of withies, and laid our dear Saviour across her knee. And with that handful of small withy twigs, she gave him slashes 3. Oh, cursed be to the bitter withy that has caused me to smart, and that shall be the very first tree that shall perish right at the heart.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Pastor Corey Laughary of Palouse Federated Church, and I just wanted to give a brief, encouraging message as part of this wonderful program. this is a season where we celebrate light in the midst of a dark season, right? And there is a lot of present and pressing darkness for many of us. There's the ongoing stress of our whole situation. There's the regular stresses in our life. There's physical health issues for some, mental health issues for others that are very real. There's also grief, recent grief for some, and at this time of year we often think about who's not with us. We have these present and pressing issues, and they are real. And I just want to encourage each of you that though the darkness feels like it's growing in this season, I believe that the light is always greater. And sometimes it's easier to remember that than other times. And so we need to remember it, and I think our festive celebrations can help with that. And sometimes we need to help each other remember. And so maybe there's a neighbor or a friend, a family member that you can encourage in this time and come alongside. Maybe just grieve with them and find where you can celebrate, because the light is greater than the darkness. So if we each commit to bringing in some light in this time and going through our stress, our challenges with one another, and finding reasons to celebrate and enjoy being with each other, that will help us all. There's a little item that we have in our home that we acquired from a local business, a piece of metal that says the light shines in the darkness, and we keep this item in a special place in our home. And it reminds me of a scripture from the Christian tradition that says the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And I would just encourage you to believe that the light is greater than the darkness, and I encourage you to encourage someone else with that truth and be light for someone who needs it. Merry Christmas, everyone, and I hope you have a great new year.
I would do everyone, and happy holidays. My name is Sarah Bofenkamp, and I'm the librarian here in Palouse, which is why I wanted to read to you all some festive winter poems. The first one being by Anne Carson from her book, The Autobiography of Red. Small, red, and upright he waited, gripping his new book bag tight in one hand and touching a lucky penny inside his coat pocket with the other, while the first snows of winter floated down on his eyelashes and covered the branches around him and silenced all trace of the world. This poem is by Emily Dickinson, and she never titled any of her poems. This one in the book is number 258. There's a certain slant of light, winter afternoons, that oppresses like the heft of cathedral tunes. Heavenly hurt it gives us, we can find no scar, but internal difference, where the meanings are. None may teach it, any. 'Tis the seal despair, an imperial affliction sent us of the air. When it comes, the landscape listens, shadows hold their breath. When it goes, 'tis like the distance on the look of death.
Rising
I'm not talking about marbles. I'm talking about chords here.
Okay, all right.
Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencils to write I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Crowded street, busy feet, puzzled by him. Downtown shoppers, Christmas is nigh. There he sits, all alone on the sidewalk, hoping that you won't pass him by. Should you stop, better not much too busy. In a hurry, my how time does fly. In the distance, the ringing of laughter. In the midst of laughter, he cried. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Wrap your presents to your darling from you. Pretty pencils to write I love you. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
Wrap that up.
Sounds good.
Wrap it.
Wrap
Wrap it before it gets away.
Good evening. My name is Tim Sievers and I'm the mayor of Palouse, and it's my pleasure to welcome you and greet you on behalf of the city of Palouse. We're so grateful that you've joined us for the Palouse Holiday Special, Homebound for the Holidays. This evening I want to share with you a brief greeting and message on behalf of the city. And as I thought about what I might share with you, I was thinking back to my childhood and some of the Christmas traditions that I enjoyed growing up. One of those was driving around town with my family to look at the Christmas lights. There's something about Christmas lights on the houses and in the trees that just brings me a lot of joy. I think it's because in this season of increasing darkness outside, that those lights are symbolic of hope, and they bring me a bit of comfort and a bit of joy in the midst of that darkness. As I reflected on that, I was also reminded of a piece of art I found downtown at one of our local retailers, Swale. I want to share it with you tonight. And on it, it says, "The way the light shines in Palouse." And I started thinking about, well, what does that mean, the way the light shines in Palouse? And that got me thinking about all the wonderful things that we have and do here in Palouse. And they really are centered around the people of Palouse. The way that Palouse comes together in times of need and helps one another. The way that we celebrate in our community, and the way that we show kindness and compassion to our neighbors. So in this Christmas season, I want to encourage you to be the light that shines in Palouse. Let people see your kindness. Let people know your love, and let people see the light. God bless you all, and have a Merry Christmas.
Good evening and Merry Christmas, everyone. Tonight I'll be reading "Twas the Night Before Christmas" by Clement C. Moore. Let me just read you a little snippet here, because I'm an English teacher and I can't help it. Moore was born in 1779, and he wrote this for his children in 1823. There are several books and other stories about how he actually didn't write it, but any reasonable research will say that he actually did. So, with no further ado, we're going to switch to the book, and I will read you "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
And now, ladies and gentlemen, "The Night Before Christmas" by Clement C. Moore, and this book is illustrated by Bruce Watley. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. "Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all!" As dry leaves that before the wild hurricanes fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the courses they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filling all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night! Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas, Palouse!"
Ho, ho, ho! Hello, Palouse. How are you? Coming back to you another year. We're going to be coming around here pretty soon. I just got done training my newest reindeer, and I'll tell you what, he's rambunctious. He's tipped me out of my sled a couple of times, and that snow is cold, which I notice you haven't had any around your place. Well, at any rate, I will be around to see you, so I hope you've been good. I've been making my list, and I've been checking it twice, and if everyone is good, we're all going to have good presents this year. So I really wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and have fun with your families and your friends, and I will be around soon to see you. You guys have a great Christmas. Bye-bye.
sing.